Hello friends, welcome back to the Justice Junction. I hope you are doing great. In this video, I am going to share with you question answer of Indian Registration Act 1908. It's kind of revision before any legal competitive exam, especially for judiciary, CLAT and legal entrance exam. So let's start. First question is the gift of immovable property in lieu of dower required to be compulsorily registered? Yes, a gift of immovable property in lieu of dower typically requires compulsory registration. Next question is, what is the status of an unregistered simple mortgage bond? An unregistered simple mortgage bond is generally invalid as a mortgage but may still be used to prove the debt. However, it would not have the legal effect of creating a valid mortgage. Next question is, under section 49, can you provide an instance where unregistered documents are permissible for collateral purpose? Instance where unregistered documents did not deposit the collateral purpose. Section 49 proviso for showing term of lease, agreement to vacate the lease for property without notice, and duration of lease for fixed period of exceeding 1 year. Next question is, what is non-testamentary document? Non-testamentary document is one which intended to take effect or to be operative immediately on its execution, or which is irrevocable. Next question is, does section 34 apply to a copy of a decree? No, section 34 does not apply to a copy of decree. Next question is, what does section 47 of Registration Act deals with? Section 47 of the Registration Act deal with the doctrine of relation back. Section 47 बात करता है doctrine of relation back की. Next question is, to which act does the proviso of section 49 of Registration Act refer to when it comes to the applicability of an unregistered document affecting immovable property requiring registration? The proviso of section 49 of the Registration Act refers to the Registration Act 1908 and Transfer of Property Act 1909. Next question is, does a deed of adoption requires optional registration? Yes, a deed of adoption typically requires optional registration. Next question is, when can a sale deed be termed as complete? A sale deed can be termed as complete on the date of registration. Next question is, what does section 48 of Registration Act deals with? Section 48 of the Registration Act deals with duly registered non-testamentary documents relating to immovable property and duly registered non-testamentary document relating to the movable property. Next question is, when is the registration document considered effective? A registration document is considered effective from the date when it was executed. Next question is, what happens when a will is received in the sealed cover and there is a satisfaction regarding the person presenting it as the testator or his agent? When a will is received in a sealed cover and there is a satisfaction regarding the person presenting it as the testator or his agent, the registration officer transcribes it in book number 5. Next question is, what is the primary concern of section 34 and section 35 of Registration Act? Section 34 and section 35 of Registration Act primarily concern the identity of the person and their legal capacity to do the act. Next question is, what does section 40 of Registration Act pertains to? Section 40 talks about the ambulatory documents. Section 40 बात करता है ambulatory documents की. Next question is, who has the authority to adopt for the purpose of registration? The authority to adopt for registration purposes can be the donor, donee, or the adoptive son. Next question is, to whom may a will be presented for registration? A will may be presented to either the registrar or sub-registrar for registration. Next question is, under which section of the Registration Act is the provision related to the registration of documents at the residential house given? The provision related to the registration of document at the residential house is given under Section 31 of the Registration Act. Next question is, under what circumstances can a document be presented for registration after a lapse of 4 months from its execution? A document can be presented for registration after the lapse of 4 months from its execution owing to urgent necessity or owing to an unavoidable accident. Next question is, what is the time frame within which the same documents can be presented for re-registration? The same documents can be presented for re-registration within 3 months. Same documents को re-registration के लिए present कर सकते हैं within 3 months. Next question is, where can you find the list of instruments of registration that are optional? The list of optional instruments of registration can be found under Section 18 of the Registration Act. Next question is, within how many months from the day it was made can a copy of a decree and order be presented for registration? A copy of a decree and order may be presented within 4 months from the day it was made. Next question is, what are the conditions specified under Section 17 Clause D of the Registration Act for applying for the lease? Section 17 Clause D of the Registration Act applies to the lease that are year to year and exceeding 1 year and reserving yearly rent. Next question is, at what monetary threshold does a document require registration? Document within a value of ₹100 and upwards requires registration. Next question is, what is the limitation of registration in relation to the instrument that is ultra vires? Registration cannot confer validity upon an instrument that is ultra vires, meaning it does beyond the legal authority or powers of the parties involved. Next question is, how is the share of a partner in a partnership property including both movable and immovable assets classified for the purpose of Indian Registration Act 1908? The share of a partner in the partnership property including both movable and immovable assets is classified as movable property for the purpose of the Indian Registration Act 1908. Next question is, what does a registering officer inquire about Section 34 of the Registration Act? Under Section 34 of the Registration Act, registering officer inquires about the identity of the parties to the transfer. Next question is, according to Registration Act 1908, from which date does a registered document operate? A registered document operates from the date of its execution under the Registration Act 1908. Next question is, what can be done if a document registration has been refused by sub-registrar of a sub-district? A document whose registration has been refused by sub-registrar of a sub-district can be received and registered by the registrar of the district within whose sub-district the sub-registrar has refused registration. Next question is, in which office can a document other than one relating to land be presented for registration? A document other than one relating to the land can be presented for registration in the office of the sub-registrar within whose sub-district of the document was executed. Next question is, what does Section 50 of the Registration Act state regarding the priority of a registered document concerning a property is comparison to an unregistered document related to the same property? Section 50 of the Registration Act establishes that a registered document relating to the property takes precedence over the unregistered document concerning the same property. That's it for today. Thank you for joining us today to learn about the question answer of Indian Registration Act. Stay tuned, stay informed and stay engaged. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning. And do not forget to like, subscribe and share. See you in next video. Goodbye.